Weeks before Kim Kardashian hosted Saturday Night Live and met her future boyfriend, Pete Davidson, the reality star denied his advances when they both attended the 2021 Met Gala. The former couple discussed the situation while getting ready for the 2022 Met Gala on the November 17 episode of The Kardashians. As they prepared to have their big red carpet moment at the event, Pete recalled their encounter at the previous Met Gala in September 2021. "Remember when I asked for your number at the last Met and you pretended you couldn't give it to me because you were wearing gloves?" Pete asked Kim, referring to her head-to-toe covered Balenciaga outfit at the 2021 Met. Kim clearly felt bad for rejecting Pete and said, "Will you ask me again? I don't have gloves on now." Pete assured Kim that the gloves were the nicest excuse ever, and she told him it wasn't an excuse. Luckily, he took the rejection in stride. "I remember being in the car like, wow, she knows how to make someone feel really good about themselves," Pete admitted. "I thought that was really sweet. You're like, I'm sorry, I can't give you my number, I have gloves on." Kim responded, "Aw, if only I had known." The two went on to start dating just weeks later in October 2021, although they ended up breaking up the following July. Later on in the Kardashians episode, Kim and Pete were in the car on the way to the Met and discussing how crazy it was to go from the White House Correspondents' Dinner, where they made their red carpet debut, to the Met Gala just 2 days later. "Two back-to-back was the killer," Kim admitted. "We'll never do the White House again. But I really wanted our first red carpet for me to be in brown hair at a non-fashion event. And quote. Of course, Pete had to throw in a joke, retorting, "I wanted it to be getting slimed at the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards, but to each their own." Kim previously opened up about denying Pete her phone number during an interview on the Not Skinny But Not Fat podcast in April 2022. "I saw him at the 2021 Met and he knew I was hosting SNL, but it wasn't announced yet," Kim explained. "He came up to me and we were talking about SNL. I was like, they better hurry up and announce it because I will not back out as soon as they announce it, yet I'm so nervous." Kim revealed that Pete offered her his phone number in case she needed hosting advice ahead of her debut on the show. "I was like, oh, I have gloves, and he was like, all right cool, and walked away," Kim recalled. "But I was going to be like, oh, take mine. But it was like, no. So we never connected or anything. And quote. Of course, that all changed by the beginning of October. Following Kim's SNL debut, she got Pete's number and reached out to him, sparking their 9-month romance.